So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's long. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Quarterback making adjustments. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Crosby. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Runs through a tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff to the single running back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And the Rockets line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And the Wildcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the boot, looking for his man. Lets it fly. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Snagged in the middle, it's Holly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Dropping back, it's Gleason. Makes the catch, it's Trainer. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Rockets need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Crosby. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. And the Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
To the ground, he's got it again. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. He's up to 51 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Power football with the run. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the...
There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And when you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
They're going to ride this running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Quick handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
He'll do it himself on the draw. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Here's the handoff. Moving toward the end zone, ball out! He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Great job by this defense, not getting down, not quitting. They gave up some yards. The offense got in the red zone, but the most important part of the field, they came up big, forced the fumble, and get the touchback.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
To the air, it's Gleason. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Rockets decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Here we go. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Brown. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Looking to throw on 3rd. Catch in the middle, it's ball. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first act, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Wildcats. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York We're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 17 to Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Can't get him to the ground. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Gleason. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Rudolph. Oh, what a cut! That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The screen, he can go! And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. And the Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Trina. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And it's right down the boulevard. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just